Good evening, parents, coaches, administrators, and athletes. We are excited to get everyone together tonight to discuss our athletic code of conduct for the upcoming athletic seasons. Our goal by the end of this presentation is to educate our audience about our mission statement, ethical values, and gain a better understanding of our athletic culture and expectations. My name is Anthony Gallo. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the athletic director here at Saddle River Day School. I'm very excited to have such a great turnout, and I hope you gain more of an insight on the importance of an athletic code of conduct. We realize that everyone attending this meeting wants the best for their children, and here at SRDS, we plan on developing, motivating, and enhancing their high school experience. Our track record of student athletes playing at the next level proves that SRDS has the tools to help their child reach the next level. With that being said, there are certain expectations that we have for our coaches, athletes, and parents, and we hope by the end of this presentation you understand the importance of our code of ethics. Each of these athletes listed below bought into the SRDS culture and pushed themselves in order to reach their goal. We hope that one day we can add your child to the list of successful student athletes at SRDS. As you can see by the slide ahead of you, that we have a great mix between academics and athletics. We have students attending and competing at universities like Duke, Michigan, Villanova, UPenn, Stanford, USC, Drew, and SUNY Geneseo. Throughout our presentation, we will cover the importance of understanding our school's mission statement and ethical values. Also, provide a better understanding of the expectations for our student athletes, coaches, parents, and administrators throughout the upcoming athletic seasons. We have a very strict drug abuse policy at SRDS, and we hope that you respect our commitment toward molding the best student athletes possible. Lastly, at the end of this presentation, we will make a commitment as an athletic community toward representing our school and athletic department in a way that reflects our mission statement and ethical values. Our athletic program is driven and guided through our mission statement and philosophy. These two guiding principles help to shape and create the culture of our athletic program. Before our program began, I, the athletic director, sat down with our school administration. We looked at creating a mission statement and philosophy for our athletic program that would align with our school values and culture. One of our main focus points was to have athletics be a direct correlation from the classroom to courts and playing fields. From my studies at Ohio University, I learned a successful mission statement should communicate the purpose of an athletic program and address the following questions. Why does the program exist, and what does it want to achieve? As you can see, toward the right of the slide, there are some key ethical values that we try and instill in our coaches, student athletes, and parents. We feel strongly that if we embrace these values throughout our athletic department, that we will be very successful on and off the playing fields. Some of these values include trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, caring, and citizenship. All 6 of these ethical values lead to our promotion of sportsmanship. We understand that athletic competition can be very intense and exciting, but our hope is to continue to represent our school and athletic department in a positive light. Saddle River Day School thinks very highly of its student athletes. We expect our athletes to understand our expectations when participating on a high school sports team. Upon committing to a team, that athlete joins a family and is part of something more than just an individual. We expect our athletes to challenge one another to be the best versions of themselves. Also, athletes want to strive toward being a leader and role model within the SRDS community. This is done through our mission statement and ethical values. We want to prepare high school students for life after high school athletics. Our goal is to have our student athletes become the next leaders of society. We plan on challenging our student athletes inside the classroom to be the best versions of themselves. This is done through a commitment to excellence and expectation to succeed inside the classroom. All of our student athletes must maintain a 2.5 GPA average during that athletic season. Anyone under those expectations will be put into our study hall program where that athlete will meet with their teachers after school for extra help. Our student athletes are always expected to play within the rules and promote sportsmanship at all times. The importance of a strong bond within our athletic department to our players and parents is very beneficial to our success as a program and its competitive academic institution. Coaches need to be able to motivate our players and their families to commit to the code of conduct on a daily basis. Here at SRDS, every coach must understand the importance of challenging, nurturing, and motivating our student athletes. We have a strict no cut policy throughout our athletic department. With this in mind, our coaches are expected to give the proper guidance and attention to each individual. We expect our coaches to instill a strong work ethic and show great sportsmanship throughout the different seasons. Upon doing so, SRDS Athletics feels strongly that it will create ethical contributors to society for years to come. Upon committing to a team, this person is joining that family, and we expect every athlete to hold one another accountable. Saddle River Day recognizes that the use of tobacco products are a health and safety hazard for students, employees, visitors, and every party involved on school premises. All tobacco products found on school property or at any school-related function, including all sponsored events, is not only detrimental to the health and safety of students, but will be violating our substance abuse policy. Prohibiting the use, possession, and or distribution of a substance is a serious offense, and student who violates the substance abuse rule will be disciplined accordingly. First offense, a 1-week suspension from all athletic contests. This includes games, team meetings, and all practices. Second offense, 1 month suspension from all athletic contests. This includes games, team meetings, and all practices. Violators must complete a drug prevention program and meet with the dean and athletic director and coach to discuss behavioral management strategies for the future. Third offense, a 1-year suspension from all athletic sports club. Now, substance abuse is defined as the consumption or use of any substance for a purpose other than for treatment of sickness or injury as prescribed or administered by a person authorized by the law to treat sick and injured human beings. So next, we are going to take a look at the Saddle River Day Code of Conduct for our coaches. Now, it states, here at Saddle River Day School, every coach must understand the importance of challenging, nurturing, and motivating our student athletes. We have a strict no-cut policy throughout the athletic department. With this in mind, we expect our coaches to give proper guidance and attention to each individual. Some components of that code of ethics state I, the coach, will serve as a role model and mentor for each individual student athlete within my program. I will also challenge my student athletes in the classroom to emphasize the importance of the term student athlete. I will show great sportsmanship regardless if our team is winning or losing. I will strive to teach my student athletes proper technique of that sport to ensure player safety, and I will motivate my student athletes how to become better leaders on and off the floor. This is just a couple examples on the code. You can find other parts of the component and the worksheet and the form that's being passed around. Next, we'll take a look at the SRDS Player Student Athlete Code of Ethics. It states, Saddle River Day School thinks very highly of its student athletes. We expect our student athletes to understand our expectations when participating on a high school sports team. Upon committing to a team, that athlete is now joining a family and is more than just an individual. I, the student athlete, will avoid focusing solely on winning, but instead attempt to understand each of my teammates and challenge him or her in ways to better themselves on and off the playing field. I will also serve as a role model and leader for members of my school community. I will show great sportsmanship regardless if our team is winning or losing. I will show respect to my coaches, teammates, fans, and opposing teams. I will have a desire to create relationships with my teammates that can carry on outside of the playing field. Lastly, we will take a look at the Saddle River Day Parent Code of Ethics. Saddle River Day realizes that emotions run high during a high school sporting event. Saddle River Day athletes are held to a high standard, and we intend to have the parents be held to this same standard. We ask spectators to be aware of these code of ethics during any high school sporting event. Spectators at Saddle River Day events are a representation of its school, children, and community. We ask that you respect the players, coaches, and opposing teams throughout the season. I, the spectator or parent, will respect the officials, players, opposing teams, regardless of the score. I will also ensure that there is no taunting, offensive language being used, or noisemakers present during an athletic contest. I will do my best to control my emotions throughout the entire contest. I will support my child on and off the court to ensure he or she isn't using any drugs or tobacco. And lastly, I will promote our athletics in a positive way that will encourage other members of our community to attend future contests. Please sign below and date the document. In conclusion, if at any point you have a question, comment, or concern, I will always have an open door policy. You can find my email below, agallo@saddleriverday.org.